represents really 4 Indian dances. So it's a sort of funky groove. We'll get a funky groove going, and band people, try and hold still, okay? Hold still for me while we play this. It's just a lot of fun to play. It features some solos. Almost ready to go, I think. Okay. We have with us tonight Mr. Crabtree, principal of the high school, who is going to help us out on the next song.
Thank you, Mr. Hoover. This next song is To Heal a Nation, and it's a musical setting about the Gettysburg Address. And I particularly enjoyed working with our band on this because they're so respectful and they take so much pride in what they're doing. And they also were very nice to listen to all the stories about the Gettysburg Address and how that President Lincoln seemed to have been sent to us for a purpose to help end the hypocrisy of slavery, which was tearing the country apart and causing us to destroy ourselves. We hope you enjoy To Heal a Nation. Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power to add or detract. The world will little note, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to that great cause remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
We have had lots of students have recognition and solo contest and all-state band and those types of events. We've had a lot of students participate in Scottsburg about a month or so ago at a solo ensemble contest, and students, if you did that, if you participated in any event solo ensemble contest, would you stand up please? Would you recognize? Quite a few students go on to state contests. They had to play really hard music and do really well. And we have some students going to state, so if you went to state contests, go ahead and stand up as well. We had, if you notice, we had middle school students go to state contests, which is highly unusual, and it's really great that they were able to do that. We also had some students, two high school students participated in the IMEA, Indiana Music Educators Association All-State Band. That was Patrick and Dylan Garrett. Patrick Sellers and Dylan, would you stand? And then Dylan, just this past weekend, was in the Indiana Bandmasters Association. Our final song is Flight of Valor. And before we do that, again, I want to remind you to check out our baskets. Thanks to all the parents and everybody who helped donate stuff for that. Thank Tanya Shelton for programs and organizing baskets, and all the band parents who helped out a lot. I really appreciate it. Check out the cheesecake, by the way, over there. If nobody bids on it, I have to take it home and eat it. That would be all. So make sure you check out the cheesecake. Again, our last song is called Flight of
Too good to
Valor.
let me
If you look at the program notes, it sort of explains the song. It uses the hymn, It Is Well With My Soul. It's a very interesting hymn. The composer of the hymn wrote it right after his family had died in a boat accident, a shipwreck. And his family went ahead of him on this ship, and he followed them. Anyway, the ship sank, and I think his wife survived, but his children passed away. And then he wrote this song based on that event, that it is well with my soul, even though things are going badly. And this song is written in remembrance of the 9/11 event when the plane crashed in Pennsylvania. It was performed on the first year anniversary of that event. So you hear that melody a lot throughout the song, plus a lot of intensity, loud things. It's called Flight of Valor. I want to thank you again for coming, and hope you have enjoyed the program we're going to do in Flight of Valor.